by royal...
Boba, get them! Hey-ya! Get him! No one escapes my sights!
Oz revealed by...
Out of the frying pan, into the...
Oh! Midnight Phantasmagoria!
The Temple of the Lion? We explored this place once before, didn't we? During the Storm Terror incident. Seems like it's now a hot spot for adventurers. That can only mean one thing. Looks like we can't go any further. We didn't bag all the loot last time!
Those who wander in the dust, the wind shall send soaring sky high. Not to worry, allow me. Yeah.
Oz, reveal thyself!
Let's play! Wouldn't gliding be fa-
Out of the frying pan!
By royal decree! Midnight Phantasmagoria! Insubordination!
Let the show go!
Hey, are those guys...
Go, go, bear! No escape!
midnight phantasmagoria.
Ha! Ta!
I was so sure I was about to die.
To be fair, that could have gone either way. So, you must be Jack the Adventurer, I assume?
Yes.
Actually, we came look.
Ellen has a message for you. She said she won't be able to join you today to plan out your next adventure together.
Oh, I see. I feel bad you had to come all this way to find me.
Huh? I don't see what all the fuss is about. It was nothing that...
Whoa! You are Stanley? You were that legendary adventurer?
I must say, it's an honor to meet one as Well then, how would everyone like to proceed? Head back?
In which case...
Okay.
So, I'm guessing you mostly came here because you wanted to hear my adventure stories. Am I right?
No, we really were just looking for Jack.
What? Do you know who I am? I am Stanley, renowned adventurer of Mondstadt.
Yeah, I think we got that.
Well, your attitude says maybe you don't got that. I am Stanley, the living legend. Stanley who braved the Magivari.
Enough already! Ugh! Stop name-dropping yourself every time you open your mouth!
It's true, though. Stanley is the most amazing guy.
Well, Jack will listen, won't you? Now, where was I?
You and your partner reached the Merjavari, a famously terrifying place with not a wisp of wind.
Precisely! There was a deathly silence in the air. A sea of ashes stretched out before us, as far as the eye could see. The Merjavari. Suddenly, my partner was caught in a whirlpool whipped up by an evil beast. Luckily, I managed to grab hold of him just in time.
Wow! So, did he make it?
Sadly, in the end, I alone was able to set foot on home ground once more, where the gentle breeze carried away the tears welling up in my eyes.
Poor guy. How could that happen?
Jack, you can't cry so easily if you want to be a great adventurer.
I know. Because an adventurer's proudest achievement is to die in the course of their final adventure. But whatever happens, no adventurer should ever die in a place where the wind doesn't blow. The wind has to bring your spirit back to Mondstadt.
That's right. To die in a place where the wind blows, and to have your spirit carried back to Mondstadt on the wind, that's the dream.
Yeah. Although, the most I can aspire to right now is beginner's commissions, like clearing out the slimes clogging up the sewers.
You shouldn't die in a place with no wind. Why do they keep going on about that? Is that why Stanley thinks the Merjavari is the most terrifying place in the world? Because there's no wind there?
Wings of darkness! Come, sever night from day! Ta-
Traveler, I believe I've made a small discovery. Could I ask you to use the Nernama detector once more?
What? Stanley has an
It seems his imaginary friend is a seasoned warrior, covered in scars from head to foot, and a look of staunch determination on his face. You're saying his imaginary friend is an idealized version of his own? Interesting idea.
Please excuse me.
Bye, Stanley. Do you two still have time to spare?
What is it?
A few days ago, Stanley got drunk and told me a secret. Something he's the weapons he took on his adventure all those years ago. They were none other than those once wielded by... I don't know whether you believe me, but apparently, both the... Since you guys are the experts at this, can you come with me to try and retrieve these two legendary weapons? You bet! If I can just get a hold of something impressive enough to show my family what I'm capable of, maybe they'll finally come around to the idea of me being an adventurer. Right now, I'm just a rookie. My abilities are limited. And so, what do you say? Help a guy out? I can't bring myself to tell Stanley about it because my reasons are so... selfish. But I swear I'll give the weapons back to him.
Aw, poor Jack. Let's help him out. Venti, you coming too?
I don't know.
Oh, one other thing. I have a bottle of rare vintage wine that I had someone fetch for me a couple years ago.
Dadaupa Gorge, was it?
Nice and race. By royal decree. Oz, reveal thyself.
Hey, that bunch of hilly churls. Are they holding some kind of ceremony? And what's with that pile of knickknacks? Are they worshipping them?
Seems so. That must be the Sword of Brilliant Valor, surely.
Eat this!
Lo and behold, the Sword of Brilliant Valor.
Are you sure? Looks kind of basic to Paimon. And why would hilly trolls be bowing down before a piece of...
Seems somebody tossed an old sword into a pile of spoils these hilly trolls were already
This is in terrible shape, and it's so basic, I'm at a loss for...
Say, Jack, have you ever seen an anemo crystal fly? They're found in the... If you saw one in broad daylight, you wouldn't bat an eyelid. But in the pitch blackness of night, is valor not the same? When everything is going your way, it seems meaningless, fades into the background. But when you're in dire straits, valor is the thing that gets you fired up and fighting.
You're right. You're right.
So, let's scout around. It's definitely in...
There's somebody there!
Stanley?
He's acting...
What happened?
Huh? Oh, it's nothing.
What? Where?
Maybe another time.
Nice and spicy. Go, go,
Lo and behold, the shield of magnificent honor.
Liar, liar, pants on fire! It's a chunk of wood! A chunk of scrap wood with the handle attached! Who in their right mind would use this?
There's also wine stains on it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this was...
And yet, my bard's intuition tells me that this is none other than the warriors wear their battle scars with pride. Surely an intact shield is one that has shied away from the battlefield. Is not the broken and splintered shield the one? Though the soldier's body be tired and torn, still they fight till the very end, till they have no blood left to bleed. Such...
You do have a point. Shiny new shields. Okay then. Well, maybe if we ask nice... Ahem. Well, okay. You take it from here. Hope you've picked up some hilly trip. Seems cheerful enough. Maybe negotiating... Seems cheerful enough. Maybe Seems cheerful enough. Oh, yeah!
Guys, thank you so much. Mom, Dad, check...
Hey, wait! The wine, you promised! What are you doing here, Stanley? Out for...
Hey, what are you doing here, Bard?
That's right, an after-dinner stroll to be precise.
Paimon's starting to think Stanley might be a fraud. Did Stanley plant the sword and shield here in advance so as to...
Adventurers must be pretty familiar with Dadaupa Gorge.
You better believe it. I can never...
Wow, then I admire...
It's only to be expected of a great adventurer like me. You guys had better watch out. I'll get back to my, stroll now.
Guilty conscience.
Well, he shouldn't have gotten so carried away bragging. Although, on further reflection, I must say I'm intrigued. Someone who can't let go of the past and gives... I wonder if such a person was forced to take their first step towards the...
What are you talking about?
Anyway, I propose we...
Race you!
Come in, take a seat. We have a few specials today at Angel's Share.
Tell me, Stanley. Tell me, what should I do?
Huh? Why does he keep repeating his own name? Could there be another?
Oh, Stan, it should have been me. I should have been the one to die in the Melchivari that day. Why won't your spirit come and stop me from using your name? Why, Stanley? Why? If only you hadn't had to save a rookie like me, you would have never died in that windless corner of the world. You were a renowned adventurer, destined to become a legend one day.
Does anyone get what's going on?
I think our friend really did make it to the Mare Javari. And I think but the real adventurer, the real Stanley is the one who died to save...
Wait, so the only reason our Stanley is called Stanley in the first place?
I fear that maybe the...
Stanley, for so many years I've lived in fear. Fear that Mondstadt must remember. Stanley reached the center of the Madrivari. Stanley will never die, because... I'm sorry, Stanley. Are you guys planning on eavesdropping much longer?
Yikes! But...
Leave now.
Honorary Knight! Venti, I've been looking for you everywhere. I wanted to thank you again for helping me find this...
Oh,
Yeah, really.
that's wonderful.
No, not yet. I still don't... Besides, I'm sure Stanley still has a few stories left to... Stanley, we'll see you tomorrow then. After your hangover...
Stanley's... Jacqueline.
Oh,
Huh?
just now. I couldn't bear to look at him. I'm just a weird...
You're not a total fraud.
Stories? To be honest, that's my biggest... But the one thing I can never forget is that he died in a windless land, where his spirit can never be recovered.
Exactly. Even in his... Instead,
I'm too old. No adventurer should have...
Hans Archibald.
My true name? How did you know? The wind! I can hear the wind blowing in the Mare Javari. I always believed you existed.
Will you hand me your old friend's spirit?
can't believe it. Thank you all. I'm sorry, but...
Ah, wonderful! Stanley reconnected with his true... This calls for a celebration!
And by libation, you mean you're not leaving this?
No, the wine here's too expensive. Jack still owes me some wine, though. I'll head off to fetch the wine. See you short...
Huh? Where's that supposed to be? Why is Paimon...
You made it.
Just tell us where you meet next time, okay? We looked everywhere. So...
Yep. Well, sort of. Jack made it when actually it's just a half bottle. The first time I saw this view, I hadn't even taken on this form yet. It was about 2,600 years ago, before the world had come under the rule of... At that time, old Mondstadt was ruled by a tyrant, who sealed off the city's perimeter with a...
Old Mondstadt? Oh, Paimon
That's right. The Tyrant of the Winds who once ruled from that tower was Decarabian. Back then, I was but a wisp among the 1,000 winds. I wasn't a god of anything. I was just a tiny elemental being who lived in the wind.
A tiny
Yep. My current... In old Mondstadt transpired the story to be told, where a tyrant ruled. I met a boy not that old. The lyre he played, and for a song he sought. But storm walls blocked blue sky. He was sincerely distraught. I do so wish to see the birds in flight, said he, his strong eyes filling with light. But his voice was lost in the howling wind's churn, for the whirlwind takes and gives not in return. The true sky and songs that cageless soar, were they not wishes worth fighting for? So the boy turned, extending his hand. Let us cast down the tyrant and his walls from this land. The young boy raised then the flag of revolt, and I threw myself into freedom's tumult. Victorious were we who fought to be free. Gods fell, winds whipped, nations shook violently. In the smoke, a despot met his doom, and we watched as his great tower fell none too soon. Mondstadt began anew, The story passed down, and since then never has another worn its crown.
So then what? What happened to your friend?
Say, Paimon, do you wish to hear the next?
Yes, of course! The suspense is killing, Paimon! Now's the time you...
Getting a little... But then, maybe it's right that true... A refreshing drink, a gentle back to a song that I first heard from him. Fly, fly away. Like a bird in the sky. See the world on my behalf. To the heavens may you fly.